You want to do it? What do we say?
Hi.
Oh, you are soaking wet. Oh, my goodness.
What's up, What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Let's Buy a Book that was open for that pellet construction and roofing.
Good job. Good job. Is this? Oh, my God. Are you?
Who's right?
Okay.
Who's right?
Go this way. You are soaking wet. Why are you soaking wet? I don't understand why you're soaking wet. This is super confusing to me. Okay. All right. You go play with your drums? You did a great job doing the open. High five. Are you going to play with your drums?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go this way.
Go this way. All right, I'll be in there in a little while. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. You need an orthopedist, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. Good this week. All right, hope your Tuesday's off to a fantastic start. There we go. All right. Hope your Tuesday's off to a fantastic start. There's a lot to talk about, but I did put in the description and on the thumbnail today about the gold jerseys LSU is going to wear. Yeah, I'm an old curmudgeon. Fine. I've become that guy shouting at the clouds about things that don't matter, like what colored uniform you wear. But go this way. But really bothers me. Go this way. LSU will now have worn the all whites twice, a purple jersey combo, a gold helmet, white jersey, white pants, and now whatever this atrocity is they're going to wear on Saturday against Vanderbilt. And then their traditionals. That will be 6 different uniforms in 11 games. I'm just not okay with that. Like, I get it. There's bigger fish to fry, and there's more things that people care about. But, man, go this way. You know what kind of program wears 6 different uniform combinations and storms the field whenever they beat Ole Miss? Missouri. Vanderbilt. That's who wears 6 different uniform combinations and storms the field when you beat Ole Miss. Like, that's what LSU is becoming. It's gross. You know who doesn't wear 6 different uniform combinations? Frosty. Go this way. Go this way. You know who doesn't wear 6 different uniform combinations? Notre Dame. Penn State. Ohio State. Southern Cal. Alabama. Georgia. Teams that actually have tradition. Teams that actually have a classic look. They don't wear 6 different uniform combinations over the course of the season. Oregon does that. You know why? Because Oregon has no tradition. They have no history to speak of. So the thing they did to make themselves cool was they wear 100 different uniforms. Cool. It's their thing. Go this way. Congratulations. That's your thing. You wear 100 different uniform combinations. That's not LSU's thing. LSU has a classic look where you wear a white jersey at home. It's your brand. Except you know what your brand is, but you are choosing to erode your brand. And you know your brand is becoming? Missouri. That's what you are. You're Missouri. Congratulations. You're Vanderbilt. Hey, don't know what they're going to show up wearing this week. Let's go to the stadium and find out. Can you imagine if you're a fan of the Yankees and you went to the Yankees and you went to Yankee Stadium and you didn't know if you were going to see the Yankee pinstripes? Imagine going and watch the Cowboys play. No, they stink. But can you imagine going and watch the Cowboys play and not seeing the star on the side of the helmet? When you have a brand, you lean into your brand. Go this way. 6 different uniform combinations in 11 games. Whatever. You know who does that? Oklahoma State does that. Congratulate. You're Oklahoma State. You're Texas Tech. Way to go. That's what you are now. Trivia, good morning. Abner Neal, good morning. Brian Wynn. Blaze Landry, good morning. Brian Penton, good morning. Yeah, congrats to Paul Skeens, Rookie of the Year. Jacob Thompson, got my 929 Misfits shirt today. Very nice. Which ones did you get, man? A lot of good stuff over at 929 Misfits, including the Merry Rismus shirts. Hey, Abner Neal, good morning. Go this way. Shelby, here for the second jersey melt. Get ready for AFR today. I saw the jerseys, I think on Friday. Go this way. And they released it during my show yesterday, so I didn't do a full thing on it, but I'll do something today on AFR for sure. Kelly Gross. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Charlie Cavell. Good morning. I love it. The man, the myth, the legend, Drew. Trey, good morning. Will the gold jerseys be the answer we're looking for? You know what, Trey? Maybe it's brilliant. With everybody complaining and losing 3 in a row, you know what it's done? The gold jerseys have taken the attention off of how bad the team has been for 3 weeks. Go this way. Yellow jerseys, bro. Bro, Steve. So let me ask you a question. What are the Mardi Gras colors? Purple, green, and gold, which looks a lot like the LSU gold. You ever watch DuckTales and Scrooge McDuck as Swan diving into his gold coins? What does it look like? LSU's gold. There's different shades of gold, man. There's old gold. There's yellow gold. Like literally yellow gold. Sean, I feel a blowout this weekend. Pavi is better than Lagway. Vandy will suffocate LSU's offensive line. Well, I'll tell you, Sean, one thing that made me feel good. When I saw the line open and LSU was favored by 9, made me feel really good about it. Because every one of you is having the same exact reaction. LSU is favored by 9. How in the world is LSU favored by 9? But Vegas knows. That's a sticky line. They want everybody to bet Vandy, and everybody will, and LSU will win and cover. Remember, I fell victim this a couple weeks ago. Looked at it, and I was like, South Carolina was at Vanderbilt. Remember that? And South Carolina was like an 8-point road favorite at Vandy. I'm like, what? Vandy covers every week. What are we doing here? Still no respect for Vanderbilt. They're a good team. And every sharp, they were all over South Carolina. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not going against Vandy. I think they got it wrong. And South Carolina pile drive Vanderbilt. So, sucker bet. Stinky line. Randy, good morning. Weston, good morning. Hey, Christian, good morning. Patrick, morning, Scone. Game day for LSU basketball. Let's get another dub. Yeah, man. Tigers at home today against Charleston Southern. That's part of that Greenbrier Classic they're playing in. So they get a home game, and then they go up to the Greenbrier, and they'll play. Let's see. Charleston Southern is tonight at home, and then they go up. Charleston Southern, by the way, is 1-4 on the season. Then they go up to the Greenbrier, and they'll play Pitt, and then they'll get another game up there as well before they come home to play Northwestern State on the 29th. So let's go. Charlie, good morning. Elijah, Don't love Pickett visiting Georgia. At least Shea was right about Cade Phillips being a 5-star. Shea nailed that one, and they're good on Pickett. The three players had a meeting, had a convo late last week, and I'll tell you, there's three players in this class that they are absolutely pot committed to making sure they get. It's Underwood, Pickett, and Jakeem Stewart. Mark Allen. Sean, thanks, man. Brian, best co-host ever. I love it, man. Thank y'all for being so nice about Drew. Good morning, Uncle Scone and Drew. Heading back home Thursday to tour the Beat a Beer plant. All right, Gary, that's good way to spend a day. Hey, Brett, good morning. Shelby, Drew, now the way to go, Drew. Everyone's saying, way to go, Drew. Go this way. Hey, everybody's saying you did a good job. What do you say? Good job. Elijah, thanks. Bubba, good morning. Tim, good morning. Jacob, morning, Matt. Why does it seem LSU's offense cannot get into a rhythm? Is it physicality, play calling, talent? Looks like a struggle. Where's the explosiveness? Yeah, man. Actually, that's part of the subject of today's Locked on LSU, which is live if you want to listen or watch. I think it's like everything. It's a combination of things. I think losing Garrett Dellinger hurts because not only was he your best offensive lineman by Pro Football Focus grading, he also was lined up next to DJ Chester, who was your worst offensive lineman. So Dellinger being next to Chester probably made up for some of Chester's shortcomings. And so you move Dellinger out. Remember, Tyree Adams wasn't available. So now Paul Mabenga, who was your third option, goes in. So you replace your best offensive lineman with your worst, and now he's not helping your previous worst offensive lineman in DJ Chester. And so now you've completely weakened the interior of your line. And then you lost Miles Frazier in the game on Saturday against Florida. I think that's caused tremendous issues with pressure up the middle. I also think one of the things Brian Kelly said, again, this is the Locked On episode today, you can check it out, but one of the things Brian Kelly said on Monday about Garrett Nussmeier coming to the sideline saying, I could have done this, but I didn't want to turn the ball over. Go this way. That really has me concerned because, Garrett Nussmeier is an instinctive player and a very talented player. And if you make him stop and think, it slows everything down. I mean, there were 7 sacks on Saturday. How many of those were coverage sacks? Garrett Nussmeier holding on to the ball too long, which he's never done. One of the reasons that LSU had only given up 6 sacks all year, where you had a great pass blocking offensive line, and Garrett Nussmeier was instinctive and got rid of the football and decisive. Now you've made him indecisive. You made him stop and think. And I don't need Garrett Nussmeier stopping and thinking and analyzing and over processing everything. I need him being an instinctive player. I just need him to be smart. Like the example I gave is the touchdown to Aaron Anderson against Ole Miss, instinctive. Hit his back foot, boom, no hesitation, threw that ball to a spot. Aaron Anderson was there, touchdown. The first interception against Texas A&M, that was careless. I need instinctive. I need to purge careless. Brett, jerseys are as ugly as our red zone offense. Epics, boom. Morning, Matt. You think they'll go full banana suit or wear white hats and pants? They'll probably go white, gold, white, if I had to guess. Hard to imagine they would go gold, gold, gold. Please, God, don't let that be the case. Christian, Drew's got to be the greatest, most popular co-host I've seen in recent memory. Love it. Thanks, man. Taylor, good morning. Feels like they've done a lot of alt uniforms this year. Hoping that's not a trend. Give me the classics. That's my point. Morning. I know there aren't any NIL rules, but the Roy company you talk about on Locked On sounds like literal pay for play instead of player marketing themselves. Is that legal? Well, it's a good question. No, because there are deliverables associated with Roy. If you go look at if you listen to the talking points, you get like if you contribute, you get messages and things like that from the players. So that would be the deliverable. Lou, I'm predicting this offseason will be Kelly's biggest in his tenure at LSU. He could lose fan base forever if he repeats the season. Charlie Lowell, DC Campbell or Jones returning. I have put this out there that there are three. Campbell, no. There are three players that LSU could return. Emory Jones, Mason Taylor, and Harold Perkins. So, I think with Emory, what I was told is the NFL wants to see him a guard. So if he comes back, he would kick in the guard. Perkins, obviously coming off the injury. And then Mason Taylor, maybe just let's come back, win the Mackey. Have a chance to have great team goals, be a first-round pick, all that sort of stuff. Thomas, good morning. Jingle Gate, day 9. All right, Thomas, here you go. Only because you asked.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
All right, Parish Construction and Roofing. Do business with someone you know. Parishbuilt.com. Christian, I agree. It's crazy wearing so many uniform combinations, limited to 3 games max on the season. I would say 1. You wear 1 alternate uniform during the season. Chance, George did wear all black. I was at a game in 08 when Bama was up 31 at halftime. I don't think it was all black. They wore black jerseys, if I'm not mistaken. And they wore the black jerseys. Pretty sure it was just black jerseys, wasn't it? They still wore their silver pants. Or did they go all black? No, here it is. Yeah, I'm looking at it. They yeah, it was black jerseys. Oh, they wore black you know what they wore? They've worn those black jerseys at times. Yeah, they wore black jerseys against Auburn in 07. I remember that. They wore it against Bama in 08, and they wore it in the Sugar Bowl as well. Go this way. Sugar Bowl? Is that right? What bowl game was this? Maybe it was SEC. Looks like what game was this? They've worn black jerseys in the past. And like you want to do a one-off every now and again, okay. The problem is when you wear 6 different uniform combinations in one season. Michael Cook, Tara Walker, want to say you're an outstanding dad. Thank you, man. Best job in the world. Easy to be a great dad to Drew. Best job in the world. Leon Williams, Jared. Good morning, Matt. After being in Florida this weekend and being disgusted with the result, I hate to sound like a sunshine pumper, but do you think these 3 weeks could be a building point, such as the loss to Troy? Sure. The loss to Troy, I don't know that I would say that was a building point. I think maybe like it forced them to assess some things like, I'll tell you this much, y'all. They got blown, and that was in 17 under Ogeron. They got blown out by Mississippi State, and they lost to Troy. And at that point, they had already started collecting the buyout money. He was going to be one and done. Remember, it was still a very questionable hire at the time. And there were a lot of people who were not happy, and they lost to Troy. And he was going to be one and done. Ed knew that, and so he just had to win games. And so what they did at that point was he made the decision. They were not going to go with Miles Brennan. They were going to stick with Etling, who was a veteran and more steady and gave them the best chance to win games. Weren't going to win anything of significance. Remember, lower ceiling, but higher floor. And so they, ended up, the only game they lost the rest of the way was the game to Bama. They beat Florida a week later, 17-16, when Florida missed the PAT, and kind of got things going in the right direction. So this will be interesting, to see who's committed. Go this way. Do you think Brian Kelly's making the call or influencer from Nike through AD on down? Yeah, so Charlie, what I was told a few years back when they were wearing a creative alternate every year, like in 2018. Remember that lost season? There was a story behind every alternate or whatever. Was that Nike kind of dictates certain things. So like Nike designed those uniforms with LSU, but Nike, because LSU wears their home whites at home and on the road, Nike wants LSU in different uniform combinations. So that's why they started wearing the purples at home for the non-conference games. Remember, it was non-conference games other than the opener and Power 5 non-conference games. Go this way. And then they worked in the special alternate uniform, and now you're just seeing it more and more often. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So I mean, it's Nike in a sense dictating different looks, and I hate it. I think it's stupid. I would tell them to kick rocks. For as great lengths as LSU goes to protect their brand, like that is your brand, and you're willingly just forfeiting it, and it's stupid. Please smash the like button if you would. Michael, good morning. Leon Williams, don't know about the pants and the helmets yet. They didn't post it, but I would assume it's white, gold, white. Chance, I like the traditional uniform too, but his work for number 1 Oregon. Yeah, like I get it. I already talked about that. That's Oregon's thing because Oregon has no tradition. You know who also has had a really good program and doesn't change their uniforms? Alabama, Georgia. Like, I don't care. Like, if a recruit's only going to pick your school because of uniforms, that's stupid. Seth, was 95 the last time they wore gold? No, they didn't wear gold in 95. They wore it in 96. So they wore, the first time they wore gold was I shouldn't say the first time because they wore it, 100 years ago, whatever. But the 96 season was when they played Vanderbilt. Go this way. So when the LSU hired DiNardo away from Vanderbilt, and when Jerry DiNardo came back, he reinstated the white jerseys at home. Now, go this way. Now, the league policy required the opponent to okay LSU wearing white at home. So the opponent had to say, yes, you can wear white and we'll wear a dark color. Well, in 1996, Vanderbilt came to Baton Rouge and would not let LSU wear white. So instead of wearing purple, LSU busted out gold jerseys, and they beat the mess out of Vanderbilt. In 1997, LSU wore gold in the Independence Bowl against Notre Dame. And then in 1998, they wore gold at Florida. Spurrier did the same thing because LSU beat Florida in Baton Rouge in 1997. Spurrier got all Spurrier. And so in 98, he said, well, we want to wear white at home. So when LSU played Florida in 1998, Florida wore white at home, and LSU didn't wear purple. They busted the gold jerseys out again and wore gold at Florida in 98. And then they wore it again in 2016 against Mississippi State with that sort of mustard gold, that old gold look in 2016. We lost 3 games in a row. We changed uniform colors. Brilliant. We look like French's mustard. Bailey, I care more about being 6-4 than the uniforms. Kind of smart by LSU. Got everybody off the conversation. I got Fear the Wit, AFR, and STTTV. Love it. Very nice. Matt Wells, I don't know why, but a good Scone rant with intermittent go this way always gives me a chuckle. Stat Dub, how many games LSU covered? I don't know what LSU's record is against the spread this year. Go this way. In Brian Kelly's first year, you pointed out due to ND admissions, his first LSU team might be the most talented he's ever coached. Do you think he's still getting used to coaching this level of talent? Well, Eric, I think this year's team isn't as talented as the first year's team. Now you have young talent that I think are going to be very good players, but I think you've hit a point now where this 24 class, the 25 class you're bringing in, which you hoped at in 26, those will be real rosters. But no, I think right now you have major talent deficiencies, very clearly talent deficiencies at spots we've talked about. Oh, it's 7:46. I got to go. All right, I got to go. My apologies, y'all. I'm sorry if I missed you. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. All of our sponsors are linked in the description on YouTube and tagged on Facebook. Shout out to Brock, Parrish. You need an orthopedic, go to Brock. You need a roof, call Parrish. Unique Physique and Restored Motions. Unique Physique, semaglutide, tirzepatide, the once-a-week injections for weight loss. Remember, never any contracts, always the lowest prices. You do the whole thing over telemed, so you don't even need to go in the office. And they could ship your medicine anywhere in the country, so you don't even have to be in Baton Rouge. So check them out. Okay, I got to go. Locked on LSU is live. Please check it out right now, podcast or YouTube, and we'll see you for AFR at 3. We got to go this